All right, and we're here. All right. Hold on, speaking to the mic real quick. I gotta see if it picks up our.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, I got it. All right.
Okay.
Well, it looks like today. I don't even know who's gonna join. I guess we'll have to see if anyone joins. But today we're gonna be rating the Genshin Impact characters on terms of who we would marry. Um, I don't know any of these characters, so Jacob, take away.
Yes, I am known to be an avid player of the Genshin Impact or whatever it is. All I know is that which one is it? I don't remember. Oh, the one second one from the bottom left. Mommy. Yeah, all the way to the top.
All right, I guess.
All right, that's it. Tier
This
list
guy.
over.
All right, cool. Thank you all for joining. This is that'll be it. Yeah.
All right, now for the real one.
Oh, D's need buff?
Need buff.
I wouldn't even put.
A.
I was thinking in terms of annoying.
Yeah, I'd change that to annoying.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Yes.
I don't even.
Oh,
What? What are they?
what happened?
I don't know.
Dude.
All right. There.
Beautiful. All right.
Now we're ready. Now we're cooking.
Now we are cooking. All right, you want to start with top left and just go from there?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
We got
Warden.
Warden.
Main man.
Honestly, Warden's one of those characters who is just not. I don't hate fighting him, but I never fight him one-on-one anymore. He's just one of
Yeah,
those
you never
characters.
find him in duels.
Yeah, he's one of those characters that I always get fucked by on the side in a gank.
Mhm.
Although that being said, he is still one of my main boys. He is my highest rep, so
A tier? Yeah.
yeah.
He's fun. He's not really like viable currently because you have his unblockable heavies when you're in like a gank are really good. But like 1v1s, he's not that great.
Yeah. Although I'd much rather play him in a 1v1 than an online position.
True.
Next up is Conk.
Fuck you.
Yeah, honestly. I gotta put him in C tier though, because he's not that bad. When he first came out with the rework, he was
Oh my
awful.
god. Please kill me.
Rim just responded.
Did he?
Yeah. If that's the case, we're gonna have to cancel this one, but that depends on if he responds to this text. All right. Yeah. When he first started, I definitely struggled with him. Oh, he said yeah, or he said nah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, before the rework, I didn't really have a problem with fighting him. Or playing him, really, because I had like 5 reps on him before the rework.
I enjoyed playing him before the rework, too, because now it just feels,
Yeah. And I find that I don't find conquerors. And I haven't seen a single conqueror since I started playing the game again.
Right?
So.
And that was like what?
I'm thankful for that. Because if I had, then definitely put it in the fuck you.
Right. Yeah, he just I don't know, I don't see him anymore. I feel dirty if I even touch him. I really would like to get him to rep 8. He's sitting at rep 7.
Oh,
might as well get him there. But fair. Same thing with PK, to be honest. I haven't seen a lot of her in a long time.
Yep.
a long, long time. You have the occasional one, but they're just so. She's so easy, and it doesn't help that her zone, if I'm correct, her zone only goes up to the top.
Yeah, her zone cancel. Yeah.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, there we
Oh, that's better.
go.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it only goes up to the top, so it's literally like if she throws her zone, there's no reason to not go up and go for the parry.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. I mean, it's better to go for the interrupt than to try and parry it because if she already has bleed on you and the second part of the zone hits when you think it's going to be a light, it's a lot of damage.
yeah, that's true.
It's almost like um Nabushi, where if you have that bleed on you, you're more scared of the undodgeable heavy.
That is true. That is true. Although if you're playing Nabushi like I play it, all I ever throw is undodgeable heavies. It scares people every time. No one ever knows how to fight back against that. But
Psychological
we'll get
torture.
there. Oh, it is. That's why I like playing her.
Lawbringer. I've This pains me.
He's not even.
He was the fastest character that I ever got to Rep 10.
Since we're basing it off of in terms of, I mean, honestly, we're not even basing it off in terms of annoying. We're basing it off in terms of utility, and he's so easy to fight against now too,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird that he somehow got easier to fight against.
I really wish they just didn't touch him.
Right? I agree. I don't really have much else to say about him. He's just kind of.
It just makes me angry when I think about his rework.
I completely agree. Oh, I'll still take that pull at my ass any day. I didn't say that.
Huh?
That was my pet snail.
Okay.
Mix.
Of course.
I'd actually drop him down a bit. Listen, I love Berserker, but he's one of those characters who doesn't have an opening, like a bash, or any form of starting unblockable. So if you're gonna attack, you have to feint that first attack. And if you're fighting someone who just knows, then you're gonna get screwed if you try and throw a light.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally either wait for them to attack, throw a heavy and feint it, or get light parried. For whatever reason, my brain always ends up saying, throw a light. And
Relate.
we know how that goes.
Yep.
But other than that, he's probably like literally the most viable character right now. Or at least one of the most.
If he had a bit more health, I'd say he'd be the best character in the game.
Right? Trying to think. He's honestly, I just would.
Would.
But no, you're right. I mean, even without the health, I mean, you saw my clip the other day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like with the hyper armor, he just dominates. It also probably helped that I destroyed the Skyrim fucking Vortiger. Like I walked onto that zone, threw a fire flask at him, and dominated him with one other person. I don't know if it was you or the random or who, but we just took him out, and then everyone died, and it was just easy from there. Although there was no reason that Nabushi should not have killed me with how I was playing. But
got panicky.
I definitely think Berserker is probably one of the better characters right now. And he's honestly just a character I have a lot of fun with.
Oh boy, Raider.
You don't see a lot of Raiders anymore.
Nope.
And when you do, all they do is throw lights.
Yep.
Since I'm basing this off of utility and fun to play, I put him in B because I had fun playing him the other day. I really did. But fighting him is just... You're either going to get a guy who does the top light spam and you're going to end up parrying him, or you're going to get a guy who does light, heavy, faint in the top. It all ends in top lights, and then
Yep.
they'll realize that you're going to go for the top light parry, and then suddenly they won't do it. I don't know. What do
No,
you?
if he still had the stun on his knee tap when he like charges you, or the stun on his stunning tap, now called storming tap. If he still had that plus his changes, I feel like he would be absolutely unstoppable.
Right. I do think he should have kept the stunning tap on the knee kick because that makes the
Yeah.
knee kick almost completely unneeded. The only
Yeah, because
reason
why
you're
would you go for the charge into the wall with the knee kick and the light when you could do just as much damage when
with
you
a
use
heavy,
a heavy?
all it does is get him up against a wall, but at the same time, like the only thing it brings to Raider's kit is being able to pick someone up and throw them off a ledge if you get lucky.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, seriously, real.
I
You
hate
better
every
not move her from that spot.
no, I hate every Valkyrie. Even playing her, I hated myself. I
Hmm.
sincerely to all the Valkyrie players out there, fuck you.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say. I don't need to talk about it. Late, late, late.
I don't even know her moveset anymore. Like I used to know her moveset pretty well. And then they reworked her. I think I have like 2 reps on her,
I don't even know
and
what
that was
they.
just basically all playtime. I actually kind of liked how she played. Obviously, the way that people play her is just light, light, sweep, heavy, light, light, sweep, heavy.
Mm.
Um, but like if you actually knew how to play old Valkyrie, she was really fun and pretty high skill because of the fact that you could predict where she was going to throw her lights pretty easily based on how fast they were in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another character cursed with being touched by Ubisoft.
Touched by the fat man.
Yeah, dude, oh my god.
Um,
Warlord, I'd put him at B.
I'd put him in B as well because he's still viable.
Mm-hmm.
He's not
Absolutely.
like completely destroyed. I mean, she's not destroyed either, but he's not completely destroyed by the rework he got. But he's not fun
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless. He's not like I enjoy playing him here and there, but I mean, you saw how I just sat there and grinded him for like what 4 months straight, and then
Yeah.
he got his rework and it was just. And people before would complain about him not being good, but I got really good at playing him the the way he was before.
Mm-hmm.
And he was good then. He's good now, but it's just like there was no point in reworking him, and all it did was make me feel like. I mean, he didn't even get a rework. He got a bunch of buffs, but all it did was make me feel like I was less of a good player because I was really good at playing a character who wasn't very good. If that makes sense.
Um, when you play Warlord, it feels like you have to use his headbutt,
Yeah,
and you basically do. It's his only real viable opener.
it also depends on how risky you're willing to be because a lot of time if people are going to come up and attack you, you can do the charge heavy, like the dash forward heavy, and you'll get
Mm-hmm.
hyper armor off of that. Um, Warlord's a lot of like, how are you feeling today?
Yeah.
But I still love him. I still love my Warlord. He's still cool, and I still play him sometimes.
Yeah, and he has some of the coolest drip in the game.
That too.
I hate Shigoki.
Yeah, but
Absolutely despise him.
you can't deny in terms of utility, he's probably got some of the best right now.
Yep.
I mean, he has his hug, he has his launch heavy, he has his charge up heavy, he has a sidestep bonk now.
Mm-hmm.
And and he has all that hyper armor. He is literally one of the best characters in the game. He remains one of the best characters. And
Unfortunately.
I thought that with his rework, he was going to get But no, he still keeps 90% of his hyper armor. I think they took it away off his lights, and that was it. But most of the time, his
Mhm.
lights are so. I would say they're super fast, but they still go through because they're just so abrupt.
Yeah,
I always get a light off on someone. I don't. Shogoki's one of those characters I rarely get parried when I do a light.
I hate him.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's fun to play though. It's fun when you're playing him. If you're fighting him, it's not.
I hate playing him too because I just
Really?
feel so sluggish. Yeah,
I mean, that's fair. I mean,
I
that's
just I
probably how
just
I.
oh yeah.
Go ahead. I was gonna say that's probably how I feel about Vortiger. Feel a little sluggish.
Yeah, but he has he's got the flip, he's got the undodgeable heavies, he's got the three different bashes that you can use for different mix-ups,
Mm-hmm.
crushing counters.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway,
An
I feel
experienced
like
player. Go ahead.
yeah.
An
Yeah, an
ex-
experienced player who's like has time with Kensei, he's really good.
See, that's the thing though, is I'm going off of experienced player fighting this Kit. If you're gonna fight Kensei's Kit, he's a C tier, because he has one of the worst kits in the game. I'd say he can soft feint a heavy into a smack, and he has hyper armor, and he has lights, and he has a side heavy. But that side heavy is so wide and predictable, and so is that bonk too. And even if you're good enough, they miss that bonk, they can still throw that light, and it's always going to be a side light. So you can parry that too. I'm not saying I've ever been able to, but you can.
No, yeah, but like um I believe it used to only be the top light, so it was predictable. But they made it so you can do in any direction.
Hmm,
Same with Tiandi's um palm strike.
that's fair.
Um but the thing is, his mix-ups are really good
You're right.
because he has the hyper armor
And
and
his
he has the dodge forward crushing counter guard break or whatever.
yeah, his zone is also probably just one of the best zones in the game.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
especially for
easily.
clearing out minions. But like using his zone in a gank is one of the best ways to get people off your ass.
Hmm.
So that's one of the main. If you remember, that's how I picked up Kensei, because I was anti ganking all of you. It was like 3 against 1, and I
Hmm.
just anti ganked the fuck out of everyone. My ego grew 3 sizes that day.
That was before his most recent rework too.
Yeah, I think that was even before Marching Fire.
I think that was about Marching Fire because that's when I
Yeah,
started playing the game like
yeah, religiously.
decent. No, that was when Vortiger came out.
Yeah, true.
Come on. In terms of viability, he's S tier.
Oh, in terms of viability, absolutely. But fuck Orochi.
Hey man, you have 20 reps on him, man.
Yeah, do you know how forced that final rep was? I was literally, I think I spent 2 years trying to get that final rep just because I didn't have fun playing him. And
It's I feel like he's the same way as Shaolin, where you constantly have to be doing something. Otherwise, I don't know, you know?
yeah, well, my issue with Orochi is the amount of stuff he can do for the little stamina he loses. That's one of my biggest
Yeah.
issues, because he can jump, kick, fucking
You do the bash into the light, and he can do the dash forward light. He can do the dash forward heavy, which is track undodgeable on all
yeah,
three sides. He can do the backlight. He can
and most people just do that repeatedly.
because that's how he's meant to be played now because everything's a 50-50 mix up.
Well, that's the thing, is it's just like it's not fun to fight against.
No, it's not.
Maybe to play it can be really fun, but I don't playing him. I didn't feel satisfied. I felt like I hated myself. But granted,
Yeah.
considering how I used to play Orochi, I can't exactly say much. I mean, you definitely You got hit by that.
Yep, unfortunately.
I think one of the only times you've ever considered not being my friend was that fight.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, the Star Wars event.
Dude, please bring it back.
I'm just gonna.
Um,
No, I gotta. I can't.
um,
Honestly, I'd
I
probably even.
yeah, I don't know. I've tried. So I finally got her rep 1 during the event, and I started to understand her moveset, but I got so bored, and I was like, if I want to play character with a long staff, I'll just play Shaolin. He's more viable. He does more reliable damage, and he's more mix-up intensive rather than just the kick or the undodgeable heavy.
That's fair. I can give you that for Shaolin, but I mean, Nabushi's one of those characters I always wanted to learn when I first started playing the game. She was actually my first ever character that I started to learn. Because I saw her immediately and I love her staff, whatever it's called. I always forget. So
Naginata.
the Naginata. I love that, and when I play Blade and Sorcery, I use that as well, and it's just, know what I mean? But
Yeah, no, her weapon is cool. Her design is cool. Her moveset is pretty cool.
yeah,
It's just I don't. Everything's designed around her poking you.
see, that's only if you make it that way. For
True.
me, one of the main reasons I like playing her is because I know I don't play her like everyone else does, which makes it scary when I run into someone who plays her like I do, because I don't know how to fight that yet. I know how to play it. I guess it's like Orochi still, but um, playing her is just one of the more fun things to do, in my opinion. Especially when you learn how her tracking works and how her weave maneuver works and all that.
Hmm.
It
Like how you
just
dodge that random attack,
yeah.
and you're like, "How the fuck did I do that?"
Well, see, you're talking about when I was fighting that gladiator, and that's just because I was stringing something together and I did the fucking long poke, and it completely negated his side, his light. It literally, his staff went through me. I watched it. I recorded it. I was like, what? And that's just that's a fault on Ubisoft's part right now.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of fun playing her, and it just makes it all that more satisfying when you get that tracking heavy, because everyone expects you to kick after 3 pokes.
Hmm.
And if you instead go for poke poke heavy, so they're gonna dodge it. And that's
Hmm.
just you know. And it's even better because she has that long range move too, so if someone keeps backing away, you can just go yeah, yeah. So this is one I do firmly believe in.
Truly, truly.
Yeah. I have so much fun playing Scent, and he has one of the best kits in the game.
Um, I think I have a photo that I'm gonna send to you, and it's gonna be like a. It's gonna be beautiful.
Send it to me on Discord
Discord. Okay.
so I can put it up on the screen.
Hebe, light, Hebe. Um, no, I go there. We go. They keep changing the Discord app on your phone, and it's ridiculous.
I kind of like it right now.
Um, there it is. That's how it feels when you're dominating as Centurion.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah. I mean, you saw what I did to Romeo the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Light punch. Light punch.
Punch.
Light
Fear the
punch.
Incredibilis.
I think you mean Incredibilis.
Incredibilis.
Zanny, we love you.
Zanny,
Zanny.
play For Honor again.
I probably shouldn't for your own mental health. I think he does. I think he streams it occasionally. I don't remember.
Oh Lord, his sanity.
Well, it's just like, what's the point of making a video of it? His entire channel was based off For Honor, and now it's
Souls games.
like, well, yeah, but I still love him though. Like, I don't watch him as much as I did, but
I still watch every one of his main uploads.
I still can't believe you kind of slept through the Arkham video. That one was dirty.
I'm sorry, I don't. It doesn't interest me. I'm sorry.
It's because you haven't played them. That's why.
Because it doesn't interest me.
You haven't given it a try.
I have though. I've tried playing Arkham Asylum.
Oh yeah, we've had this conversation. Try it again like you're doing with Black Flag. Unless you already
I haven't even
uninstalled
touched
that.
Black Flag.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't even touched it yet.
Like you haven't installed. I do that all the time. I'll install. I did that with Limbo.
Limbo.
I was playing that game for a while, and then Game Pass just went goodbye, bonk, and then I bought it, and now it's just sitting there. I would like to play through it. I was enjoying it when I was playing through it, but you know.
Funny thing, I thought that Limbo and Little Nightmares were the same thing.
I can see how they come off that way.
We're getting way off topic. Centurion,
little bit.
awesome. Esther.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Fuck you. Both my Roman boys deserve to be in S tier. Yeah.
I only do it because
Satisfying.
you. I only do it because you wanted it, but
I love me, my gladiator. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Roman. For Rome. Real. I love me. I love me, my gladiator. Toe stab. Guard break. Heavy toe stab.
I just. Oh, I hate fighting him so much. Especially since he has a really good mix-up, and
He does, and his zone is awful.
Yeah, I do think there is no reason his zone should be a guarantee. There's almost no way to dodge that, unless especially when he starts it up, you're almost guaranteed to get smacked in the face the minute he starts it up. Is little to no reaction time, and he's gonna go through with it completely. And I think he is the only character that has something like that, if I'm correct.
Trying to think of all the different zones.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the characters on my screen like,
Beyondies is pretty fast.
Yeah, but Tiani's is at least parryable. I'm talking like a startup where it's an unblockable right off the bat, and it's not even a parryable one. Gladiators, that's one of the main things that makes him unique besides his toe stab ability.
I don't even remember the zone for Medjay, and I don't know the zones for the last three. Well, no, the zone for Varangian Guard is it's like Pirates, where it's like just a sweep to the right.
That's essentially what Medjay's is too.
Okay. I don't know what Athira and Ocelotls are.
I don't either, but I know Athira has a finesse move, I guess, where she does a fucking front flip or some shit, then flips you onto the ground. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, she has 2 feet that chain into each other that do that take half your health. It's so much fun, Ubisoft. You should definitely not take those away. Thank you. Yeah, just put her in there. No.
There's nothing else. Okay. I gotta admit, he does have a good mix-up, but I personally just don't have fun playing him. He is to me as Nobushi is to you. I know
Yeah,
when I
I
got
yeah,
him. I know when I got him to rep one, I started to learn how to play him, but I stopped because I hated myself for playing him.
and that's fair. That is more than fair.
Yeah.
I'd put it at C, honestly.
Mm. It gets B for the ones who go into the stance and then just do lights.
Fuck. Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
yeah. Well,
I,
oh, don't I know?
and you can
I
never
was in
parry them
a
either.
I was in a game of arcade, and one of the I think it was the weekly thing. One of the missions, whatever. Like anyway, it's one in the middle. It was survive for 2 minutes, and one of the enemies was a Highlander, and that's all the AI did was
Ugh,
just spam that.
God.
Yeah.
I also I'm not a big fan of certain characters who are able to feint certain things and make them look clunky while doing it. So when he soft feints into his grab after going for a full, dude will do a full kick, fucking left leg out, balls out, and
Mhm.
then stomp on the ground and grab you, and that just looks so clunky to me, which is another reason why a fear is so low too, because it looks clunky.
Yep.
I don't like it. I'm trying to like trying to look at all the other characters I have. I'm like, okay, do any of these look bad? Um,
Um,
I
for
just
Highlander, well, I mean, you know the thing with the soft feints. He can soft feint. So when he's in a stance, he can soft feint his heavy into a kick, which he can then soft feint into a grab.
yep, all the more reason to hate Highlander.
Fucking why would you want to do that? If you already caught somebody in a dodge from your kick, or from
And
a
this
dodge from the unblockable heavy, like either they dodged or they went to parry it, and you got the soft feint kick and you got the damage. Why would you extend it farther? It's like his own cutscene where he like grabs you, throws you to the ground, then does the thing. But you had to start with the heavy, then kick, then grab, then throw, then heavy.
well, that's the thing too. His kicks and grabs are probably some of the hardest things to dodge.
Yep.
That is one of the biggest issues about current For Honor. You have to predict it. So pretty much anytime anyone's in that stance, I have to go.
Yeah.
Or if you're quick enough, you can just knock him out. That one I will give the benefit of the doubt to. He is very easy to get knocked out of his stance because he can't block. But when he gets you, he gets you. Those
Oh yeah.
that kick and that heavy will dominate your health. I think it takes like maybe 3 or 4 heavies to.
I think it's still the highest damaging heavy in the game.
Yeah.
It's higher than Shigoki's charge heavy.
On top of the kick,
Yep.
making you lose stamina.
But he has like no stamina to his character.
That's true, yeah.
He has like none. You can do I think 2 mix-ups and you're out of stamina.
I do gotta admit though, out of all the outfits that they've released for each character, like for Warden and Raider and whatnot, I think Highlander has the best one.
Yep.
If I remember right. I don't remember who they've all done it for. Well, they did a Wukong one for Shaolin, but the tendrils just ugh. That would piss me off
Um
so much.
I'm gonna see if I can remember all of them. The Warden one was really good, but it was underwhelming with the armor color.
I know Pirate has
Um
one as well, if I'm correct, and I think that one looks
Pirate has
cool.
one that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I think that's
I
probably
actually like
my
that.
second favorite.
The Raider one sucks ass.
Oh God,
Um the Kensei one is really cool.
I forgot that Kensei had one.
Um oh, that was jarring.
Make sure my porn doesn't
Who
pop up on here. I didn't say that.
Yeah, dude. Kensei's one is really cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Shit, I might
Um
actually have to get that one because it looks cooler than any of my other actual loadouts.
Vortigers is really cool.
Forgot about Flortigers as well. Isn't that just the? Isn't he just Elmer the Briar? Essentially,
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Which is really cool.
that is really cool.
I might buy it just for that.
I mean, fair.
And the Highlander one is also really good. It's solid. It's a solid one. I'm trying to think of who else has one. Oh yeah, that's right. The Shaolin has that Wukong one.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
that one's cool. It's just it's the tendrils that fuck with me.
yep. But yeah, Ubisoft, please don't give him your regular treatment. Give him something special. He needs something different. Like give him more stamina, make him do less damage, and get rid of the offensive defensive stance. Or keep it and only allow him to do certain things in the stance. Like make it so when you're out of the stance, you can hold and press X, kind of like Tiandi's old palm strike, but that would lead into a slower grab. Or like when you're in the offensive stance, you could then do the kick, but you can't do the grab.
Yeah.
He needs something.
Yeah. Are we still talking about Highlander?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he needs something. Fuck you, Shaman.
Yeah. I hate fighting any
I've
shaman.
I've never fought a I'll say good shaman because all they'll do is spam their zone into the bleed light, then try and get into their unblockable to guard break you to throw you to get the bite. That's all they do.
Yep. And then
That's
they can. And then
it.
don't forget that they can regenerate if they hit you.
Yes, when you're bleeding and she hits you, she can regen health. And I've never
I
met a non-toxic shaman main.
I do
Never.
think that regeneration thing should be a feat. Although that
Yes,
would
it
technically
should be like a third feat or something.
although that would technically mean that Goki's hug should be a feat. So because the way I look at it is, oh, you shouldn't be able to regenerate health in duel. But then again, if you get caught by Goki's hug,
That's on you.
yeah. But
When she can just spam lights in her zone or anything like that and just get health back
don't forget she
in a
soft feints
duel.
too.
Yeah, soft feints and all that into it when you're dueling somebody. It's like why? Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, no, I hate Shaman, and I think the only person who I've ever seen play them in a non assholey way is Winter Tommy. But even so, he's fun about it.
Mhm.
That's why
Yeah,
I
yeah.
that's why I enjoy watching him. Or well, I did. He actually popped up on my YouTube recently, and I sat down and watched the video. I was like, huh, forgot you existed, but you were like my prime sophomore year. He is all I
Winter
watched
Tommy.
sophomore year, and Zanny too.
Yep.
Um, I
No, yeah, just put it in fuck you.
I
I
wanted
will
to
never
give.
get him to rep one. Never.
See, I had him at Rep 3 before the rework. So, I just. I don't like fighting him. I don't like playing against him.
Yep.
Or, well, I guess that's the same thing. I don't like playing
Preach it.
as him. I haven't played as him since this rework. And I honestly, I miss his little, like, his throw.
Real.
I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, damn, they just took away, like, a whole kit. I got really nothing else to say about Shinobi right
Yeah.
now.
Fuck you, Shinobi. Fuck you, Shinobi means. Fuck off. All right.
You don't. Go ahead.
You don't really find any Aramushas anymore.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I placed him in. Well, I guess if we're gonna go with that, I should put him in C, huh?
Yeah.
But I almost don't want to because I know he's still viable.
The people that you do find playing Aramusha
Jump in air,
basically
slam
just
to
bait
ground.
out lights so that they can do the all guard.
That is true. That's a lot of what I fought the other day. I remember.
Yep.
Yeah. I think fondly of my time playing Aramusha. That was also Sushi's main, so you know.
Oh fuck, I forgot he was a person.
Yeah,
Huh.
we all did. We all did. No, I'm kidding. I still think about him sometimes.
um,
Uh,
yeah,
Tiandi.
yeah, fuck you.
Honest.
It's different than the other characters. It's a fuck you to Ubisoft, not directly to Tiandi.
Yeah, he should. There was no reason for him to get a rework, and
He was fine.
the rework basically did nothing for him, but make him
Yep.
slight. I think it made him slightly more difficult to play, and I think it made his lights faster.
They changed his kick so that when he gets a kick, he can do a heavy follow up.
Mm.
They changed his palm strike, and that's about it.
Yeah, so I haven't touched him. I realistically I should get him to rep 11, I think, but I just
Yeah.
um
The C or B would be better. You know.
I think I'll keep him at B because seems to be the not so frequent section.
Mhm.
And this is, although if we're gonna go by that, Highlander would be in fucking S tier if we're gonna go by how frequent I see them. But
Yep.
JJ is one of those characters who he has a good kit, but for whatever reason, like roughly like a year or two ago, people just stopped remembering how to play him. So he's been really easy for me for a while, and I don't
Hmm.
see him. Yeah, no, I don't see him very often anymore. If I see him, it tends to be in 1v1s or 2v2s. I can't even put Nujai in fuck you or at all because she just she just sucks.
Yeah. But you did see me go off with her one time.
I did. That's true. She just sucks as a character. She needs something done with her. I mean, that was an original thing. It was needs rework. That would, I guess, technically it'd be in fuck you, but she just, I just feel bad for her, to be
Yeah.
honest. Do you have anything else to say
Yeah.
about her?
Um, I feel like I don't even know what she would need because she doesn't have a bash, so there's no need for an undodgeable or an unblockable for a mix up. Her traps are already good because they made him unblockable. Her no, yeah, her traps are unblockable and her deflects are unblockable now, so they're guaranteed. Um, they gave her better timing for doing the traps, but I feel like her zone needs something because if you get hit by that or you get trapped in it, I'm sorry, dude. Did you like start the game yesterday?
Right? She's just
What they should do, yeah, thank you. Um,
sorry.
what they should do is they should make it so her zone can trap on all sides. I feel like that would be good. So you can't like interrupt her.
I feel like at this rate anything would be good for her.
Yeah, but I feel like yeah, if making her zone so it traps on all sides would make her because then you wouldn't be able to interrupt her. You would have to do a bash or you would have to dodge.
Yeah.
I feel like that would actually be a really good change for her. We should get drunk and think of reworks for characters.
Get drunk and think of reworks. Yeah, I'm down for that.
That'd be pretty good.
Ugh.
Um, yeah, Shaolin in S tier, but fuck you. Respectfully, he deserves that. He deserves the
Yeah,
fuck you.
we touched on him a bit earlier. It's his mix-ups. He's a good character, but God,
Mhm.
sometimes the people who play them piss me off.
Oh yeah.
So I don't really have much else to say about him.
No, he's just good. He has three different things that he can do from his key stance. They gave him a bash. Um, ooh, hit my leg. They gave him a bash opener. Um, which goes into his double lights, which can be put into his key stance. Has crushing counters on all sides for his key stance light, which is really good for mix-ups. He can dodge out of his key stance, which is amazing for mix-ups. He's good, but when you fight one that's a piece of shit, it makes you want to put a hole through your TV or your monitor or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, the night version, Vortiger. I'd put him at A, yeah.
He's got an easy counter when he goes in Guard. You can really get him into it, but when he fucks you, he fucks you.
Oh yeah.
So
it's hard to outplay a good Vortiger.
Yeah,
Because he
it
just
really
has
is.
so many good things for it.
Yeah, I mean he has his no, what are they called? When I want to, they're not deflects, but they're the crushing counters.
Crushing counters. Yep.
Yeah, he has those. He has his flip. He has his tracking heavies. He has a dash forward heavy. He has a dash forward bash. He's a good
He has a
character
sidestep
overall.
now.
That's true. Yeah, he did not need one, but yeah. In fact,
And his dash forward heavy is superior block, so it's a crushing counter.
Yeah, he's a good character, but when you find someone who doesn't use the kit, you can shut them down super easily.
And if you find somebody that doesn't do the soft feint heavy into bash, if you find somebody that does do that, that's a rare player because I've never seen anybody do that except for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yorm, I feel like we should put it in the fuck you because of what they did to Yorm.
See, I almost don't want to put Yorm in the fuck you because the fuck you is really super reserved for characters we just don't like. But I mean, we should put her there because that's where we put Tiandi.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I started to enjoy playing Yorm. I got 4 reps on him. And then I saw the rework and I'm like, oh, they're actually doing something good for him. No. They made him better for people who haven't played Yorm or for Yorm mains that are like rep 70.
I was going to say, I haven't played him at all, so when I was able to hop on and destroy Romeo with him and destroy you, it was just... That's just down to learning.
He was a high skill character. No, yeah.
I was gonna say,
he was a high skill character because of the limited moveset he has. Like Warden, he had a limited moveset, but if you knew how to use it, he's really good.
Yeah.
And I like I think I 4-0 to 5-0'd somebody with Yorm.
Did I just hear Chem in the background?
What?
I thought I heard Chem in the background.
Yeah, he's being a little piece of shit right now. And I was like, I wonder when he's gonna bring out his main. And then I remembered I already trounced his highest rep character the first time. And then when he finally won around our sixth round, he immediately left and started spam messaging me.
Bruh.
Yeah. So like he was fun to play. If you knew how to play him, obviously. Higher skill. He did a decent amount of damage. Sure, it was a staring match at first because his little grab into the stomach punch was very predictable, and his light is very predictable because it's basically just a punch. But I mean, I don't know. Another character that in my eyes was ruined from Ubisoft.
Ruined by the fat man.
Yep. Another character that was ruined by Ubisoft, next in line.
She's going straight to the fuck you.
Yep. Immediately straight to the fuck.
After our conversation the other day, I don't even really have anything to say. I fucking hate this character. I hate fighting her, playing her. I hate her existence. I hate hearing the fucking distance every time I'm in a 4v4. I hate this character.
I will say she shouldn't be able to do the delayed heavy in chain. I feel like that should be a startup.
I did,
or that should be if you commit to if you commit to the charged heavy, that's the end of your thing. If you try and like send it, it won't let you. It'll just go into the unblockable.
I did notice you were struggling with me playing her the way I was the other day, and that was essentially what I was doing. Was just slightly charging it up and then throwing it a little later than you thought I would.
Yeah, I feel like if you do hold it for a second, it should just go into the unblockable.
Yeah.
Or make it so she can only in her chain, she shouldn't be able to make it unblockable. She should only be able to delay it. I don't know. There should be something because it's just you have to react to the parry flash. And if you can't do that, sorry pal, you're dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Zanu. I mean, he's stronger than he was before, and if you can get good with his dodge recoveries,
Yeah,
he's alright.
honestly, he makes a solid B tier, but I would like to play them more. I mean, I have them at Rep 2, I think I had them at. And either Rep 2 or Rep 1, I don't remember. But I wanted to keep playing them, but I took a 4 break. So,
Or break real.
um and then I just kind of fell off and I haven't felt like playing them since. But I like playing them, that's for sure. They were fun and I got some good clips with them.
Mhm.
So I definitely plan to get back into them. I just got to get in the mood for it. So really, honestly, if you know what you're doing, I would honestly put them here because they're not like fucked characters. The only thing is that people don't play them anymore, and that's the only reason they belong here. But other than that, I put them in the same category as here.
Yeah. Warmonger? Yeah, I put her today. Her bleed on the claw was a good change because it adds pressure.
Yeah.
It was a good change.
I just like Warmonger in general. I think she's always very fun to play, and I've done
Even though
good
she's
against her.
basically just an updated warden.
Yeah, which is probably why I like her more than Warden right now.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't have much else to say about her. She's fun. She's
Yeah, she has a
good ass drip too.
great drip, good move set. I mean,
What else do you need?
exactly. I knew it. I knew it.
I was thinking about creating his own category.
I don't know.
War monkey.
Once you like start to play him, like I mean, you have him at rep 2, right?
Yeah.
I have him at rep 7.
Well, I
Uh,
mean,
he's he's fun because of all the different types of tech that you can do with him. Sure, he's monkey brain and that he can just bash you to death. Yeah, but like all the different things, like when I told you that on the light parry, do a dash forward heavy because it leads into the end of your chain that adds more pressure. That's an interesting. That's an interesting thing that I think only he has. I think
yeah.
only he will do that.
I really honestly was having fun with him when I was playing him the other day to get him up. It actually made me think about getting him to rep 8 because that's my limit. I take it if I'm gonna main a character, I'm taking him to rep 8 at the very
Same for me.
least. And I just I had a lot of fun playing him. I want to pick him up, but I'm too focused on playing other characters right now. Like
Yeah,
just with the fun I've been having with Berserker and Nobushi, I've just been too focused on playing, and even like Raider right now too. Just been
yeah.
too focused on them. But I would like to get into him.
Huh?
You heard me. No, I
His
think
bald ass head, boy. I love it.
if I were to keep going with Zanhu and Griffin, I would definitely probably end up at rep 200. I'm at rep like 180 right now. So
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
yeah. Ugh. Watch me hit rep 300.
I'm gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know if you. I
I don't think
don't
I
think
could.
you should.
If I'm gonna hit rep 300, it's gonna be from sitting there only playing Warden for God knows how long, and I can't physically do that.
Oh God. Um, I feel like Kyoshin should go into S, but fuck you. because of all the shit that he can do, and you're a piece of shit if you play him. He's like
Yeah,
Vortiger, but
that's what I was thinking too.
worse because he's a weeb.
Yeah, that's why. That, that's exactly it. Yep. Nothing else needed.
Nope. He could do the in 4v4 he has the feat where he can activate his thing right away and heal off of the shit that he does to you out of the Kaze stance and put bleed onto you. Which fuck you. His fourth feat where you can make everybody stand in place for a second. Matching that with Hitakiri's shit. Ooh, that happened to me once and I
Controller through TV.
oh my god. I think I still have that controller. Both the sticks are broken.
Fair enough.
Um yeah. Yeah, he has crushing counters. He has undodgeable lights and heavies. He has an opener bash. He has a mid chain bash, and he has an unblockable that puts you in a cutscene. Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
play him more, but I don't have him.
Oh, you don't have him?
No, I think I don't even know how because I still have him in my. He's downloaded because I think I got him from. I honestly couldn't even tell you. I was gonna say, oh, well, I think I got him when Weed Game should, and then I was like, wait, no, that wouldn't work because okay, when I ungame shared Sushi and game shared you, I got to keep all the Sushi's DLC characters because Ubisoft decided that'll be nice. And then when you and I ungame shared, it was the same concept. I got to keep the DLC characters,
Nice.
which was nice up until I had to switch consoles.
Ooh,
So yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah.
Well, we all know. Yep. Yep.
Frankly,
I'd honestly put Medjay at C, but like if there was about 4 or 5 spaces between Nusha and him, you know what I mean? Like no, to the right. There we go.
she's not that good.
Yeah, because like he is a worse berserker and a worse raider put into
Yeah,
one character.
and I also just don't like fighting him.
Yep,
He's just.
I don't
Ugh.
either.
Also, I personally have no idea where to put these last two. I have not fought either of them nearly enough to really give like a genuine consensus of where they go. Because
I
like,
put Varangian at fuck you.
see, I wouldn't even do that because it's so easy with the way people play for me to just be like, fate. Oh, look at that guard break.
She has, and I want you to really take this in. She has in chain crush encounters. She has a very accessible unblockable, which if you land, can lead into either a guard break, all guard if you dodge attack, or headbutt into light, which chains again into an unblockable. Her all guard, it's like Aramusha's where you can't hold it forever. And if you hit it, it stuns you. It doesn't like do the thing where you like get hit with the crushing counter where you like stagger back. You sit there and have like the fucking birds going around on your head, like like you got hit with a concussion in Call of Duty or something. And so it sets you up for so much bullshit in 4v4.
All right, then yeah, I'll. Yeah, she can remain a fuck you.
Yep. Ocelotl, haven't fought him nearly enough, and have never played him in training.
I've
So I don't
also
know.
never played him in training either. I haven't touched whatever the fuck the guard's name is. Um,
Yep.
I just I didn't care enough when they released, and fighting them was always easy for me for whatever reason because everyone tried to do the same thing. But now that people have learned him, honestly, I couldn't even say that. I can still Every Ocelotl I've ever fought in a 1v1 has gotten dominated. However, while I'm trying to anti-gank, on the other hand, it's actually a lot of these characters too. Is it's just like a lot of these characters are super easy for me to fight in 1v1s, but if I'm trying to anti-gank them, I'm fucked. See, that's
Yep.
if it had its own anti-gank category, I'd probably put this motherfucker in there. Like trying to anti-gank a
Yep.
Kyoshin is one of the most painful things ever.
Awful.
Same thing with Goki. Yeah.
Also, I wanna state this. If Lawbringer's rework hadn't come out, I would put him easily at S tier.
Yeah, but right now we only have Incredibilis.
Yep, it's sad.
Yeah. I almost want to give him a friend. I was like looking at
Um,
S, but fuck you anyways. I was like, who can I put up there?
um, I don't know. I think the one closest would either be Warden or no, Warden or Warmonger.
See, I was honestly out of all of these, I was thinking Warden.
Yep, there we go.
Yay!
I
All right. Yeah. This. Thank you
can
for.
tell you're starting to fade.
I've been starting to fade for like 20 minutes. Thank you to
Yep.
whoever stopped by for the stream. Which looks like it was
Thanks for
no one.
watching.
It looks like it was no one. So whoever ends up watching this on the back, uh, this game is For Honor. I suggest you don't learn it.
And if you really like um torture of the cock and ball variety, then sure, pick it up.
Yeah, let's put it plainly. This game is not for the faint-hearted.
Nope.
I don't know. It's actually I don't know how I've kept playing this game throughout all those years. Thinking about it, it's like
Though, I mean, the weirdest part is that it stayed pretty consistent up until recently when we stopped playing it.
we stopped playing it for like a straight year, and then
Yeah.
we came back to it, and now it's just been nonstop ever since.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you for watching the stream. Bye
Thanks for
bye.
dealing with us for however